Welcome to GearCheckGames. This is part 6 of our commentary for Kirby, Nightmare in Dreamland. And today is the finale. We're tackling level 7, Rainbow Resort. Yes. Much fanfare.
Yeah. Oh, wow. Look at that bank shot.
Uh-huh.
That was great.
Oh yeah, sometimes they set up enemy placements.
And by
so
contrast...
Yeah.
Oh, wait. He sliced your laser.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
The hell?
See, it's trickier here because you slide around in the ice and it's harder to get into position. That's actually kind of a clever little bit of level design.
Oh, you're...
I think this is like where you're intended to first encounter the laser, because I think all the other ones are just in like side areas, maybe? No, I think there was another level.
Yeah.
But,
yeah, I was gonna say,
like,
I'm pretty sure you get it in World 2 for like, just basically nothing.
Yeah, but this, like, that first area is definitely set up like a kind of showcase of what the laser does.
Mm.
And even places the enemy, like, in a spot where you're going to, like, when you copy the ability, it automatically does, like, an animation where you use the attack, or where you use the laser. And it's, like, set up in a position where it'll ricochet off a bunch of stuff and hit another enemy.
Yeah.
Joe, you just can't win. You just can't get a good power.
Yeah. But don't worry. It all turns out okay in the end.
Oh, God.
I think.
This is an incredibly distracting power to use.
Yeah. Oh, boy.
Oh, God, another one. What?
It was like frame perfect.
He's been, he studied...
Like the very last frame before I went invincible, he got me.
That enemy has been studying Toby Fox's smash moves and knows exactly when to counter you.
I wonder when this video was recorded.
Oh no!
I need it! I need it!
No, you don't!
I need it!
It's not worth it! Don't worry, we just gotta barbecue these Waddle Dees real quick. We'll be fine.
Yeah. This one was kind of awkward to me, because it's like, you have to, like, bounce up into the ceiling. I don't know, it's just weird.
Yeah.
That was another one that I didn't get until very late in my initial playthrough.
Could you have used the lightning power to get all those, also?
I could have, but I wouldn't be able to break the 2 at the top without...
You could just use the hammer, though.
You could just record a better Let's Play if you're so smart.
I already did, Joe.
Did you see that? You see how I damage boosted through that sword guy?
Yeah. So,
I'll teach you how to do that sometime.
Are all of the enemies here recolors of other enemies? Because they're all blue now. They're blue abadi abadai.
Honestly, I have no idea. And what would a finale be without one more round of the old...
Is this also level 2 hot potato?
Yes.
Bombs.
Bomb potato.
I always like that they don't use, like, paddles, they use frying pans.
Yeah.
Just such a weird thing. Just
I mean, I guess
around.
they're made of metal. Maybe they, like, send it flying farther.
Ooh.
Yeah, that didn't last long.
So that little blue ball thing that the other Kirby turned into, is that kind of like when Digimon de-digivolve? That's like Kirby's baby form?
Yeah, he just turns into Gooey from Dreamland 3.
Oh, is that thing's name?
Yeah.
Okay, I have many questions. What is the
And I do not have many answers, unfortunately.
Because I don't understand his purpose gameplay-wise.
Neither do I. I mean, I think he's like your co-op partner. I think. Maybe he's supposed to be like the little helpers from Superstar, because I'm pretty sure you activate him the same way.
Yeah, you have to push a button. So I'm guessing you can play that game 2-player?
Yeah. It's just weird, man.
Oh, so that's why there's always 2 animal buddies whenever you go to the animal buddy rooms.
Oh yeah, I never thought of that. That's a good point.
I was wondering.
So in order to not make one of them sad, you have to be playing 2-player. It's like Metal Slug.
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh yeah. One always gets sad. I don't like making the jellyfish sad. She's the best one.
Yeah.
How How cruel to have a Kirby game where every time you want to pick an ammo buddy, you always have to like pick your favorite and leave the other one behind.
Yeah. Just sitting in that room for eternity.
Yeah.
God, I don't think there's any bad ones. That's the bad part. It's like I love all of them equally.
If I had to say the game had one flaw, it's just that there are no bad animal buddies.
Yeah.
And like at least make one that I don't have to feel bad about leaving behind.
Yeah, jeez.
I guess if there was one, it would be the tiny bird, the little green bird.
Oh, no, he's like the most pathetic of all. I mean, cute of all.
Oh, free lives.
Yeah. That's your reward for going in the alternate boss rush.
Oh, so wait, there's 2 different boss rushes?
Yeah, if you go in the normal door, it'll give you a different set of bosses. But if you go in the little grate at the top,
Easy peasy bosses.
the hidden entrance, which I think wasn't as clear in Kirby's Adventure as it is in Nightmare and Dreamland.
Yeah.
After all that,
The real final boss.
he was guarding that Maxim tomato.
So do you think, because I know that like the maximum tomatoes are the full cures in this game, what do you think is in the juice bottles? Do you think it's like V8 juice?
You know what? I don't think I've ever had V8. Is it good?
Have you ever had a Bloody Mary? They just taste like that.
Haven't had that either.
Oh.
Have you ever had a tomato?
Is it... I've had tomato soup.
Close
I don't
enough.
much care for tomatoes by themselves, but tomato soup is good.
It's like tomato soup, just chunkier and saltier.
Okay.
See, this is what the next Zelda game needs. You need to make Link able to fly.
Yeah.
Yeah,
We need more slippery ice platforming in Zelda.
Yeah.
Betray. We already got a 2D Zelda game where Link can fly.
We did?
Yeah. Zelda 2.
Oh yeah.
Dan, it just occurred to me when you said that butt tray sounds like betray. If you say it too fast.
Hello, welcome to GearCheckGames. Here we are with our hosts, Joe, Dan, and Butt Tray.
Butt tray. Oh my.
Some might say. Man,
Only my enemies.
God.
Get that V8.
Is that the juice you were talking about?
Yeah, the little juice bottles.
Call me crazy, but I always thought it was like bottles of vanilla extract. I'm just like, yeah, that's just a normal thing that Kirby eats.
I mean, he eats lots of weird things, so it makes sense.
I just thought it was like a weird glowing capsule that like... I don't know, that heals you. And then when I read in like one of the manuals that it was supposed to be an energy drink, I was like, what?
Huh.
How can this be?
Yzma, you really need to label your bottles better.
Kirby heals it. Kirby heals himself by drinking extract of llama.
Oh.
That's what he needs, llama form.
Yeah, llama Kirby.
Yeah. What are those creepy pig things?
So Kirby can learn to be unselfish and put the needs of others before his own.
Don't throw off DDD's groove.
Yeah.
Sire, they've thrown off your groove.
Who would be Pacha though?
Escargoon.
Yes.
Well, no, Escargoon would be Yzma.
Wait.
Yeah, Pacha
yeah.
would probably just be like Kirby.
Yeah.
Yeah, he's the most cinematic.
Man, we need a Kirby DDD buddy cop movie.
Yeah.
It's like those.
Call it Kirby 64.
Yes, and the painter girl will come back. What's her name?
Adeline.
One of those, I don't know. Maybe it's like an either situation.
I know she was also in Kirby's Adventure 3 or something, but she had a slightly different name.
The timing was great.
Don't get killed by the bird again.
Oh, you could have used the. There you go. I was about to say you could have used the bird to blow up the bomb.
I swear, guys, it's harder than it looks.
Wow.
Oh, number 3.
Yes.
For some reason, my mind thought the other Kirby was gonna beat your Kirby up with the sign.
Can't you do anything right?
I don't know why my brain thought that.
It's not rocket science! Push A!
He just keeps getting more and more frustrated.
Yeah, it's like a creepypasta where I was playing Kirby's Nightmare in Dreamland, but every time I beat a level and I didn't get to the number 1, the Kirby with the sign just got angrier and angrier looking.
And then he started beating me to a pulp, and Kirby started bleeding photorealistic blood.
Yeah, out of his eye holes.
Yeah.
This is E for everyone, right?
Which had no eyes in them.
Oh god.
Kirby... Honestly, the scariest thing would be a Kirby with a realistic face.
If you're gonna do a bad creepypasta, you might as well go all the way.
Yeah. What is that weird spinny
DDD looked
thing?
like a realistic penguin. That was also bleeding.
Okay, that just sounds hilarious.
Aww.
So yeah, this is the part right here where the infamous fuse is coming up, and what I did as a kid, like the only way I've ever gotten this to work, is I've brought Crash from the beginning of the level all the way to here, and gone like all the way to the edge of the screen so that the fuse is like barely visible. So yeah, spoiler alert, I attempt this for a while and I don't get it.
Oh.
Yeah, see, I was so close, but like...
You had that.
Maybe if there was a way to like cancel out of Fireball, but...
At least it respawns fairly quickly.
Yeah.
Oh,
yeah, see,
what?
I'm like frames off, and I just can't bring myself to give up.
Give it up. Can you do it with laser?
It's like, Joe, just give up. It's gonna be consistent with the gameplay footage you've shown so far.
Don't give it up, Kirby.
You got this. I believe in you.
He's made a rubber.
Dreamland.
How did that happen?
Don't give it up.
So angry.
Yeah, Kirby's had enough.
That's the one secret. He's just like, I give up.
It's time to finish this game. Now, honestly, I think the boss tower level should have been level 6.
Oh.
But instead, we get a throwback to the original Kirby's Dream Land,
Yeah.
complete with the music.
This is my Kirby right here.
Yeah.
Just like in Kirby 64, we get a throwback to level 1 at the penultimate stage.
Oh, that's right.
I
Yeah.
love it.
And I think it was also in black and white.
I mean, I like this too, and it would have been weird if this was just like a random level somewhere instead of like the final one, but I don't know, it just always felt weird to me that the boss tower stage was just like randomly number 2. And then there's like all these other like easier levels around it.
Can you even get powers in here?
I don't think so.
Whoa.
That'd be in keeping with the... Well, actually, I feel like there's like guys with Cutter later on.
Yeah. Man, they're like displaying all the worlds of Kirby 1.
Yeah,
I love that.
So we started out in Green Greens, then we went to Castle Lololo.
Grons.
Now we're in the Float Islands.
Yeah, this is awesome.
Complete with its underground area. So if the Spring Breeze chapter of Kirby Superstar wasn't condensed enough for you, maybe this'll do it for you.
Oh,
I think I remember one of these like black spaces being a door to a secret.
Man, this is the sort of thing that would drive me nuts as a kid because I would literally try like every... Because it'd be so easy to hide it. Just try every tile. Now we're in Bubbly Clouds.
Yeah. Oh god, so many Scarfies.
Uh-huh, yeah. The final gauntlet.
Oh, look at all these power moons. You could power up your ship with this.
I think that was the secret right there, the missing pillar, maybe?
Yeah.
Oh,
yeah, it does look rather suspect.
Either that or it was a spot that I tried every time I entered the level because it looks so, like, obviously secret, and then it just wasn't a secret.
Yeah, you can get copy abilities here, right at the end.
I think you can, that was one of them.
Yeah, there's our final secret, go into the moon.
So you have to go to, like, space. I love that.
And that was also in Kirby's Dream Land, so...
That's cool.
Pretty authentic little recreation, and unfortunately, I don't get number 1 for the final bonus game. Sorry, fellas. Without further ado, that's all the levels cleared.
Join us next time.
We would never do something like that.
When we play our next game.
I always thought the... Oh, never mind. So yeah, this is our encounter with King Dedede. Now, in the original version, it just played the normal boss music over this. But with the release of Super Smash Bros. Melee, we got the amazing orchestral version of Gourmet Race from Superstar. And they actually retrofitted that for this game. And this was the first time I ever heard this song, and I was like instantly in love with a piece of music.
So wait, is this the Fountain of Dreams, or is it?
Yeah, this is the Fountain of Dreams music from Super Smash Bros. Melee.
Okay.
GBA-ified.
That's a really good sprite of DDD.
Yeah. They made him a lot bigger, too, in this fight. And I think he's harder, honestly. Yeah, I don't know what I was thinking there. If I just played a little more careful, I could have beat him, but...
Don't worry, guys.
Instead we gotta rely on the old strategy.
He doesn't have enough lives.
I'll ball you to death.
Yes, this was the only way I could beat Dedede as a kid, is by using ball.
I don't know if I've ever used ball to kill Dedede, because it's just like so inconsistent.
Uh-huh.
Wow.
Like that.
Well, yeah. I think you have to get, like, off of his character model within a certain amount of frames, or else it doesn't work. But look at that, he's already dead.
Oh my god.
It's so powerful.
The simulated timpani drums back there were pretty great.
More GBA goodness. What's the matter, Dedede?
I thought he was gonna bonk him on the head with the rod.
Excuse me, sir. I'm trying to restore peace to the land here. Do you mind?
There it is.
Right? Right? Nope.
The darkness was inside the rod.
Dedede was innocent. Dedede was framed. And now we gotta go clean up the mess we made.
He's like, I ain't doing it.
It's like, I did what I could, man. You're the one who screwed this up.
Oh, I'm getting Sonic 3 and Knuckles vibes.
Uh-huh, yeah. It's the Doomsday Zone, again.
Yeah.
Dedede's probably one of my favorite, like, recurring video game villains. Because he's not evil, he doesn't have, like, grand aspirations for ruling the world. He's just kind of an idiot.
Yeah.
Just kind of a buffoon.
You know what he reminds me of? He reminds me of Ice King from Adventure Time.
Oh, yeah?
It's like the same type of villain.
He is kind of an Ice King, because he's a penguin.
Yeah, oh yeah.
Yeah, not much to say about this boss. Avoid his projectiles, or try to, and hit him with plenty of stars. But make sure you do it fairly quickly, because there is actually a time limit on this stage. If you wait around too long, because you can see, you're descending like down to the ground again, and if you get all the way to the ground will actually crush you against the top of the screen if you take too long.
Gosh.
So just watch out there.
Oh, please tell me you use this warp star as a spaceship.
Unfortunately, no. This is where it gets a little bit more traditional.
Oh god, do you have to avoid the stars?
No, this is a cutscene.
Oh, okay.
Oh my god, this boss theme is so good.
Yeah, this is tight. Well, yeah, it's not a Kirby game without, like, an incredibly, like, strange beast of an enemy.
Yeah, the eldritch horror at the end of the game.
I love the irony that, like, of all the Nintendo characters, the little pink ball is always the one that takes on the most powerful, like, gods of destruction. And
uh-huh.
My goodness, have you seen the chin on that thing?
Yeah, I forget who's, so I apologize in advance. I forget the YouTuber who coined this, but, in a video one time I heard a guy describe every Kirby game as, someone steals Kirby's cake, 7 worlds, fight a cosmic horror. And that about sums it up.
Yeah.
You know what this boss reminds me of? It reminds me of the Lord of Darkness from Pinocchio and the,
oh my god.
Pinocchio
and the Emperor of the Night.
Yeah, and the Emperor of the Night or whatever, yeah.
Oh boy. It's coming down to the wire.
It's kind of disappointing that you aren't like constantly running with the background scrolling.
What the heck?
Yep.
Oh, Jesus.
Gygus, is that you?
Rated E for everyone.
Mm-hmm. The moon exploded, killing Kirby, but it's all good. Aw. That's so catastrophic, but so charming nonetheless.
Yeah.
Aw, I do like that.
Sonic Adventure 2, eat your heart out. Our hero Kirby has fought bravely to recover the Star Rod, but King Dedede didn't mean any harm.
He didn't mean any harm.
He didn't mean to destroy the world.
Now he's thrown off the moon's orbit. Thanks, DDD.
Yeah. Uh-huh. Anytime, chum. Well, this is also the guy who thought it was a good idea to steal all of the food in Dreamland for himself.
I mean, have you seen how fat he is? That makes sense.
Yeah, man. Well, no, it's all air. Actually, fun little touch. I almost forgot to mention this. So Dedede is the final boss of Kirby's Dream Land, but one great little touch in this game is that in the first game he didn't like float around or try to inhale you, but the lore behind that is that he learned some of Kirby's abilities so that he'd be able to like beat him the next time they fought.
Oh.
This is like the official explanation, and I just love that. Like, that's so... Man.
I dig it.
Yeah.
Oh, I like this music. This is great.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Aw, he's waving.
Such a nostalgic game for me. So yeah, that's all she wrote. That's Kirby Nightmare in Dreamland.
See, I thought this, the credits was going to show, like, Kirby being friends with all the people that he had to kind of, like, mess up along the way. But no, we're just going to show him beating him up again.
Yeah. Yeah, he doesn't even need to fight him anymore. He's just going back to put him in their place.
Yeah. Gosh, Kirby, a jerk.
Hey, maybe we can actually see, like, some of this boss now.
Yeah, Yeah, this is what I would have shown you if I was... See, it all worked out in the end.
Yeah. I do like the painters in Kirby games. I love that mechanic.
Uh-huh. Yeah, there was a paint copy ability in Superstar, wasn't there?
I think so.
Wasn't that one of those like screen nuke copy abilities though?
Oh god.
I don't know. I don't remember.
Because I remember it being kind of disappointing when I finally got it.
Wait, can you actually hurt the sun with fire abilities?
Yes.
That's odd.
Yeah, fighting Krakow with Tornado. What's this guy trying to prove?
Ever heard about fighting fire with fire?
There you go.
He gives
the
you
slow and easy way.
He gives you the what is that, the crash ability?
Or like this. This is crazy.
Yeah.
What is he doing? Those two things on the sides of him, those damage you.
He's showing off?
Yeah, just spit it back out at him. Whatever.
That boss reminds me of that enemy that you fight right before getting the spring ball in Super Metroid.
Oh yeah? It kind of reminds me of Dark Matter from the Dreamland games. In 64.
Yeah.
He just hit Meta Knight with a reverse hitbox.
Well, this was Sakurai's game still.
Yeah, this is showing off.
Yeah, this is ridiculous. Like, first of all, you had to like go like the amount of distance you'd have to cover just to go get this power is like not even worth it. But yeah. So completing the game on normal mode unlocks boss endurance, which, you know, self-explanatory. It's a boss rush. Completing it on extra mode gets you, completing it 100% gets you extra mode. Completing extra mode 100% gets you Meta Nightmare. So there you go. That's Kirby Nightmare in Dreamland. Will always hold a special place in my heart, despite being, you know, kind of short and kind of easy. But it's bursting at the seams with charm, so I can't, you know.
Yeah.
Always be one of my childhood favorites.
That was fun.
Yeah.
So
now join us next time for Silent Hill.
Not quite. Trey, do you want to reveal to the good people what your next your next playthrough is going to be to replace this one?
The next Tuesday Thursday game is going to be one of my favorite beat 'em ups of all time, and that is, drumroll please, Turtles in Time. Yeah, we're playing Turtles in Time for the SNES. It's gonna be a good time.
Yeah.
So yeah, join us for that, and have a good night. Sweet dreams.
Hey.
Goodbye.